The challenges of managing stress in a hyper-connected world are real. So stick around and get comfy, because in this video, I'm going to share 4 tips for finding balance and putting boundaries in place to help you stay well. And make sure to stick around to the very end so you can get my bonus tip. Hi, I'm Nick, and I'm a husband, dad, pops, coach, and counsellor. And on this channel, I like to share tips and practical tools designed to help you improve your well-being and feel more confident to succeed in life. And if you're one of those people who are serious about getting better at managing stress, then I'd invite you to get access to a free lesson from my Stress to Success course, which is designed to help you achieve more with less stress. I'll put a link to it in the description. Although it's incredible how technology has really just changed our lives, it connects us like we've never been connected before and gives us access to information like we've never had before. It can also be a bit of a double-edged sword, because while it's amazing to have the world at our fingertips, it also leads us down a path of being in a state of alertness, of being constantly switched on. And that's where stress starts to creep in. But first of all, I think it helps to recognize some of the signs of what I like to call digital stress. This idea of feeling constantly connected and having your stress response triggered as a result. Some examples might include things like feeling overwhelmed by the constant stream of emails and notifications that come through to your phone, or having anxiety and fear of missing out, or FOMO, from social media activity. What about difficulty disconnecting from work, even during your personal time with family or friends? And then there's the challenge of having poor or disturbed sleep due to excessive screen time. These might sound familiar to some of your own experiences, and if they are, let me know in the comments. And equally, if you've got examples of you being stressed because of the digital experience, then leave a comment down below as well, because it'll be great to see what your experiences are. So to get a handle on digital stress and improve the way you feel, here are 4 simple boundary setting strategies that are guaranteed to help you see shifts in how you manage digital stress. Now, I'm going to say up front before I even share this first one that if you've not done it before, this can be the most challenging, and ironically, it can even be quite stressful, especially if you have teenage children. I know, for example, when I first introduced this to our family, it was not taken very well. It was just like, what are you talking about, Dad? Are you for real? But actually, it was important to introduce because it meant that we would be able to connect more as a family. It meant that we would be able to engage in conversations in ways that we maybe weren't doing before. And it also just meant that our children and ourselves, my wife and I, would just be disconnected and boundaried from some of the distractions that we would face from the incessant attempts at communicating with us, whether it be via work or any other person who wants to get hold of us. So the first strategy is to establish tech-free zones. By assigning different areas in your home where digital devices are not allowed, you can start to reduce stress and improve relationships. And one example could just be to say no devices at the dining table, which, as I said, didn't go down very well when we first introduced it. The second is to just set specific times for using devices. You see, by allocating set times to check your emails and look through social media feeds, you'll break the habit of just quickly checking throughout the day. And with time, not only will you start to feel more in control of your habits and growing confidence, but you'll also become more productive because you are less distracted. The second strategy can also get some interesting responses from people when you put it in place. Now, I know from personal experience, when I introduced this into my working patterns and told people, whether it was clients, family, or friends, what I was doing, again, some of the responses were a little bit, Nick, are you sure? By allocating set times to check your emails and look through social media feeds, you'll break the habit of just quickly checking throughout the day. With time, not only will you start to feel more in control of your habits and growing confidence, but you'll also become more productive because you are less distracted. The third strategy is just to turn off all notifications. This one simple step cannot be overstated. I've seen it in sessions, both counseling and coaching, where a client's phone has pinged a notification. And I'll tell you this, each time it's happened, I've seen how it's interrupted their thinking process, being present in the moment, and being a distraction from the work they are doing in the session. And then we have to restart the work because of a simple ping that caused a significant distraction to their process. Quick question, are you serious about getting better at managing stress? If you are, follow the link in the description where I'll give you access to a free lesson from my Stress to Success course. It's designed for people like you so that you can achieve more with less stress. Now, the fourth strategy I've spoken about in a little bit more detail in another video, which I'll put a link to in the description, and I'd recommend that you go and watch it because it's a really good one. Now, though I've said more about it in another video, the fourth strategy is to tell people about your boundaries, because it's really important to let other people know how you plan to manage your digital boundaries and the fact that you've even got them in place. So though it may feel a little strange, and for some people it may even be frustrating, letting your family, friends and colleagues know your boundaries is key to seeing improvement in how you manage digital stress. And hopefully with time, they'll understand and respect your need for downtime, and you never know, they might start putting some in place for themselves. Okay, so there you go, 4 tips for setting boundaries that will help you find balance in a digital world. But as promised, I want to give you a bonus tip that I believe can make a huge difference to your life. And the bonus tip is this: just decide to unplug. Choose a day, weekend or longer, and just don't open any emails or look at social media feeds. I've chosen to do this every Sunday and I've done it for a while now. I'm going to be honest, at first it was really hard, but after a few months I started looking forward to it. But I just want to add, if you are deciding what to unplug and what that looks like for you, it's really important to replace checking emails or mindlessly scrolling social media with something else. For example, you could go for a walk, watch a documentary, or read a good book. Right, I hope you found some value in this video, that you found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share, as your likes and shares help me to reach more people like you with content like this. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video, and as always, rooting for you, be well.